Andy Jordan has a chain of clothes shops and is a singer-songwriter. His fame started, though, with the TV series Made in Chelsea. It was overnight, instant fame.
Hello! Hey. Before I went on TV, I didn't have a Twitter account or an Instagram account. And then it kind of became a thing. And so overnight, there was hundreds of thousands of people watching what I was doing. And that was literally overnight. For a start, you feel great. You feel like you literally feel high on life because you're like, oh, everybody wants to know me. You know, everybody wants to follow me and talk to me, and you kind of, you know, that's almost like a drug.
It wasn't long before Andy got approached by brands to start promoting their products on his growing Instagram page.
So the way it works is you'll have an email address on your Instagram which will connect to your management, and your management will negotiate with the brand, and then they will work out a fee, and then you'll all get paid once you post on the right time at the right day. And so it's brought to you and they say, oh, we want you to do this. And obviously the management want you to do these things because they make money off it. They get 20% cut of everything that you do. I was literally told to do it. And I was approached by like teeth whitening brands or protein companies.
What are the most controversial things you've been asked to advertise?
I've been asked to have cosmetic surgery before. I've been asked if I'll have liposuction at a particular clinic and then document about the process.
Again,
which is a pretty obvious
charming.
No, and I didn't think I needed it. Why is everyone laughing?
Andy didn't have the surgery, but he did promote the teeth whitening, the protein supplements.
The protein one was the funniest because obviously I'm not someone who goes to the gym, ever. Here we go. Look at this. Jesus Christ, Andrew. And I was trying to work out ways of making it look like I went to the gym. And I was like, this is insane. No pain, no gain. Because I don't work out. And my agent was like, well, pretend you work out. And I was like, what do I do? And I was like, I went into a gym, got on a cross trainer and took a photo of me holding some protein.
How much money were you making off it?
There's a couple that were like £500 for a picture. And then the most would have been like £2,000, which is a huge, not a lot compared to what other people do. I know that some people do like £10,000 for one picture. Still insane because you're like, well, it's whatever, it's a picture. And you're like, that's the easiest money I've ever made. But actually, if you're pushing something that you know is completely disconnected to you, then I guess it's just like selling your soul, isn't it? Let's see what the comments are. I bet there's something. Oh, bore off with your promotion. That company can f themselves.
Lol, this is effing tragic. Andy was eventually sacked by Protein World.
For me, it was suddenly, I lost who I was. So I didn't know, because everything was directed by someone else, by like someone saying, okay, you need to do this for this. So you just become like a puppet in a big marketing thing. And actually, like, as a human being, you've become a commodity. You're literally like the packaging. You don't stop, it's 24/7. You're exhausted, like mentally exhausted and so unhappy because you can't work out who you are.
Andy was struggling. His TV persona, pushing out this constantly filtered life on Instagram, was already taking its toll. Selling stuff he didn't believe in was kind of the last straw.
As I lost myself as a human being, it just turned into a ghost and you just shut down. When you become a ghost, I'd say, is when you're really dangerous, in a dangerous place, because you have no regard for your life whatsoever at that point. Because you're like, whatever, I didn't even care if I got hit by a bus. I would have been like, God, it was probably easier. What an effing terrible ambassador.
What do you think of the whole celebrity culture that's built up so much around Instagram and influencers?
I had a chat with some family friends, and I was talking to the child who's 7 or 8 years old, and I said, what do you want to do when you're old? And he was like, I want to be on Instagram. like an Instagrammer. And I was like, yeah, but that's not a job. I was like, that's not a real job. Like, you have to do something. And that's when I was like, whoa, this culture is really scary, because there's no real understanding of how someone gets to a certain place in their life.
How dangerous do you think it could be for young people?
I genuinely think that people could die as a result of the phenomenon that is social media. If you're constantly surrounded by a world that's better than you, or looks nicer than you, or has a faster car than you, then that's when you suddenly will go, wow, I'm useless. And then when you go, I'm useless, then you kind of fall off a cliff.
How bad do you feel for being part of that?
I'm annoyed at myself for not fully understanding what I was doing from day one.
Andy still uses Instagram. He still has a pretty enviable looking life. But now it's less protein shakes and more music and surfing.
At least now, like, if I am promoting something, it's something that I'm passionate about.